back on the SportsMax Zone. A reminder of the full results from the 8 matches played on Wednesday in the UEFA Champions League. The game between Liverpool and Ajax, which we just reviewed. Liverpool winning by 3-0. Napoli 3-0 winners over Rangers. Club Brugge beaten 4-0 at home by Porto. Bayer Leverkusen 2-2 with Atletico Madrid. Inter Milan 4-0 over Victoria Plzeň. Bayern Munich 3-0 over Barcelona. Tottenham 1-1 with Sporting Lisbon. And Eintracht Frankfurt beating Marseille by 2-1. Let's zone in on Group D now, where Spurs could have confirmed their place in the last 16 with a win at home to Sporting. Let's get those highlights now.
This game always held the attention as well. Marcus Edwards returning to Tottenham, stunned them with the opening goal, discarded as a youngster. He made his point there in some style. And it took Tottenham a long time to respond in this game. Numerous missed opportunities. A deep cross in from Perisic, finding Matt Doherty. He was able to bring the ball down, but Antonio Haddad made an excellent save. Ruben Amorim couldn't look at this stage, and that's probably a good job, because the corner kick was headed in by Rodrigo Bentancur.
With 35 seconds to play, Eric Dyer into Højbjerg. Last throw of the dice for Tottenham. If they score now, they're through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. Ivan Perisic carries it forward. Perisic with the swinging ball into the penalty area. Emerson Kane scores for Tottenham Hotspur. It's offside.
Yeah, so if that goal had counted, the table in Group D would have looked a lot different, as it stands just 2 points separating first from last. Tottenham on 8 points, Sporting Lisbon on 7, Frankfurt on 7 as well, Marseille on 6 points, bottom of the table. This group still wide open for the knockout phase. Let's have a quick look at Group B as well. Club Brugge on top with 10 points, Porto 1 point behind in second, then 4 points back in third. Atletico Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen bottom of the table on 4. So that Tottenham group, George and Mariah, still on a knife's edge.
But what a dramatic finale. I want to hear what Nick has to say though, because that was a lot of VAR issues coming on today.
Yeah, well, Tottenham thought they'd won it at the end. Nick, your thoughts on how that one ended and the celebration for Tottenham, which turned out not to be a celebration after all?
Yeah, some really late drama there. Obviously, Harry Kane thought he was the hero from the end of the game, and unfortunately there was a really long stop there with VAR, and it's ultimately been ruled out.
Yeah, but as the review had suggested, Tottenham had wasted several opportunities in the body of the game to, make things a little bit more comfortable for them at the end.
Yeah, they had great opportunities through Eric Dyer. He had a couple of headers that he flashed wide, and they were golden opportunities to go and take the lead and really put a stamp hold on the game. Unfortunately, they didn't manage to do that, and they left it till the very, very last minute, and they thought they won it again. And just looking at that goal there, you can see the scenes of jubilation and the celebrations there, but ultimately it wasn't meant to be this evening.
Yes, so as we have established, Nick, 2 points separating first from last at the moment. Where do you think this one will go in the end?
An incredibly tight group. I would definitely have to go with Tottenham to go through. I would also have to give Sporting maybe a fighting chance. I think they played fantastically well this evening. They came young, full of energy, fearless. You had Marcus Edwards there returning back to his former team, where he came through the ranks and scored a fantastic goal this evening, reminding everybody of his talent. So yeah, those would be my 2 teams to go through.
Nick, even without Antonio Conte, who picked up himself a red card for his behaviour.
Yeah, obviously he's celebrating. He thinks they've won the game. So yeah, he's going to be missing from the sidelines for their next game, which is very unfortunate. But I'm sure he's gonna get his message over to the players during the weeks of training.
Yeah. All right. Just last one before we go. The play of the Olympique Marseille, Frenchman Mathieu Guendouzi. We all know how it went for him at Arsenal. He's been outstanding for Marseille since the switch. Scored today as well. Do you see? And with injuries in the French midfield, Pogba question marks about him, Conte missing. Do you see Guendouzi getting a place in the French World Cup squad? And do you see him playing well in Qatar?
Yeah, I think he's already been included in a couple of French squads. So yeah, I think he's just carried on his fine form since he's been at Marseille. Sometimes a player needs that, and to leave Arsenal was not necessarily a bad thing for him. He looks like he's got a new lease of life there, and he's really enjoying his football back in his home country. So yeah, I think he's got a fantastic opportunity of not only going in the squad, but actually to start in the first 11, because he's putting in some fantastic performances.
Yeah, hear you on that. Thank you very much, Nick. We'll do it again next week. Match day 6. The preliminaries come to an end, but there's still a lot to play for, especially teams who are wanting to get into the Europa League. So there'll be a dogfight in most of the games. So it'll be competitive action that we'll enjoy. Thank you. We'll see you again.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, that's it from Nick. But coming up after the break, a chat with Grenadian superstar Kirani James.